have a love-hate relationship with dahlias, and it's not because I don't love the flowers. I really like adding the dahlias into my raised beds, my flower beds. I love having all the sizes and textures and colors that you can get from dahlias. They're really easy to get going once you're starting from tubers. They do really well here in central Indiana, and I just overall love having them in my garden. But growing them in a zone 6 here in central Indiana means that they're not perennial, they're annuals. So if I want to grow dahlias every year in my garden, I can either buy the tubers every year, which can get really expensive if I'm being honest, or I can try to overwinter the tubers. And that's where the problems come. The process of overwintering the dahlias is simple. You wait after the first frost, after the plants are already kind of dying. You're very careful, dig the dahlias, you tag them, you clean them off the soil. Depending who you ask, there are a lot of techniques that people use. You can wrap them in plastic, keep them in vermiculite, use wood chips, put them in brown paper bags, use plastic containers like I did this year. And you try to keep them in a cold, dark place so that they can just stay dormant. And once spring comes, depending on your growing season, you can just wake them up from the tubers and get your dahlias going indoors. Or if you have a longer growing season, you can plant them outside, straight into the ground, just put the tubers in the ground, and then you can start them that way. So for the past 3 years, I have been trying to overwinter dahlia tubers. Some years have been better. I feel like this year has been the worst, and you're about to see why. I'm actually going to put gloves this time because some of them are moldy, some of them are squishy. All right, so pretty much last fall, I did the process of digging up my tubers and I used these plastic containers. I have seen people doing this. Big mistake number one, I didn't make any holes for the, for the air to run through. And that's probably why I got some really bad condensation inside. And I did a video about checking on my tubers mid-winter, and I show you that was one of the problems. And what I did after that, I basically just put them back in the room, but I put the lid kind of halfway here so that the tubers could breathe. And that's how I place them back in the room where I had them. Now, one of the big reasons why I am not really good at overwintering things is because I don't have the room where, one, it's nice and cold but it doesn't freeze, and two, it's nice and dark. I just don't have a room in my house where I can do that. Oh, I'm gonna bring you in close so you can see. So here are some of the results. First, you can see, hopefully you can see it this way. You can see the mold right here. Okay, that's like really bad. And then you can see the mold also accumulating around the top of the tuber. So on top of that, this tuber is really squishy. Oh gosh, I'm so upset about this. It sucks. Okay. Wow. This guy may be okay. So this guy may be okay. Which ones are these? Okay, these were the ones that I started from seed and I saved the tubers. I might be able to save this guy. Like the tuber feels nice and strong, like a regular potato will feel. There's a little bit of mold, a little bit, but not too much that I will be worried. So this guy is for sure. Oh, this guy is definitely good. This guy is definitely good. And in all honesty, I just really need one tuber from each dahlia, just so that I can keep it going. It would be nice to have multiples, and that's what dahlia tubers do. They multiply each season, so you can get, you can divide the tubers and you can get multiples. I have good 3 of this kind here, so that makes me happy. Here's another one. Ugh. These are, oh my gosh, these are very squishy. I'm not even going to attempt. Oh, yes. This is Breakout. I really wanted to save those. No, these are all gone. No, oh gosh, look at this. Like, yeah, I don't know. Nope. This one, I don't know. I might try this one and see what it does. So for sure get Breakout tubers this year. Okay, this one is Arabian Night, which I love. Okay, this tuber is nice. This tuber is definitely nice. Nice and strong. But look at this one. It's nice and moldy on the top. It feels nice. I wonder, I'm going to give it a try because I wonder if it's going to be okay. Oh, this sucks, you guys. Sucks big time. Oh, this one is fine. This one is totally fine. It's nice and strong, no moldy signs. So I'm good with the Arabian Night. Yeah. All right, this one I started from seed as well. So last year I got a bunch of tubers, and I also started a bunch of dahlias from seeds that I saved from my garden the year before, and seeds that I purchased from Floret. And those plants, those dahlias that year produced tubers, so these are the ones. This is actually really nice. This is a nice, strong tuber, very, very nice and firm. Definitely good. This one is definitely good. I don't have any problems. Oh yeah, this one is really nice too. This is a big kind, Sherwood's Peach. Very nice. So yeah, I don't get it why some of the tubers, like these guys, like they're totally fine. No signs of anything happening, nice and firm. But some others just kind of suck. This guy here even still has condensation here going on. Right here. Oh. See what I mean about if the tuber feels firm and you have a little bit of moldiness, like not too crazy, but just a little bit. See how I'm going to give him a try, because this guy is already rooting. The sprouts are already coming, so this is also one that I started from seed, dark orange red. This guy's nice and strong too. You can see a little bit of the sprout happening there. Okay, very good. Definitely got 2 or 3 tubers of those. Oh gosh, this is probably the worst. Prepare yourself, this is the worst. Oh gosh, yeah. Look at that. I have to open the windows here in a minute. Yeah, no. Soft everywhere, mold. No. Oh! Alright, I put some VapoRub on my nose. I cannot smell anything else other than VapoRub. Oh gosh, this is nasty. I don't even want to dig. This is a color spectacle. I know which one that is. Just really, no, I'm done with that one. I'm done. I'm not even going to attempt to say that one. This one gave me amazing blooms as well. Oh yes, nice and firm. Some of these are like really, I feel like the smaller tubers are the ones that didn't do as well as, you know, compared to the bigger tubers, and that makes sense. Oh, very nice and strong, very nice. This one is even, you can see the sprouts here coming. This one is definitely good. I'm happy about that. Oh, this one right here. This purple right here. Oh yeah, that one is sprouting. Yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of those. It's great. So normally what I do when I wake up tubers here in the middle of March, which is about 6 weeks before my last frost date. Dahlias do not like the cold, so if I want to start them early, about 6 weeks is my sweet spot for them to be, you know, a good, I don't know, 6 to 10 inches, depending how they grow. Right now, normally what I will do is that I will get one of these 5-inch containers. I will get regular potting mix here, one that is of good quality. I will get a tag and I will place each tuber in one of these containers. The less disturbance that they have with the roots, the better. And normally this is what I do. And by the time that the end of April or the end of May comes, these guys go straight where they need to be. But I have a lot of them, and half of them I'm not even sure if they're going to sprout. So what I'm going to do is, as I go through each box and as I look at every single tuber carefully, I am going to decide if I see any signs of sprouts coming already from the tubers. They're going to get one of these. I am going to try to get at least 2 tubers per variety, because I have a lot of tubers. And if, for example, if I have Arabian Night and I have 12 tubers, I don't need 12 dahlia plants. I don't have the space for 12 dahlia plants of just one variety. So I'm just going to try to see what I end up with as far as how many trays of things I have, and then I'll decide what I'll do with the rest. So this right now is what I'm going to be working on. And the tubers that I am not really sure, the varieties that I am not really sure if they're going to sprout, I am going to place them right here on this one tray, and I am going to divide them carefully, making sure that I tag them. The reason why I'm going to do them this way, the ones that I'm not sure, is just like seeds. I want to see which ones are actually going to sprout. And the moment that I see any sprouts happening, they're going to go into each container, into one of these big ones. I just don't want to I just don't want to waste a lot of potting mix and space for a tuber that may not even sprout. So it's gonna take a bit. I'm gonna grab me a chair and I'm going to speed all of this up. If you're wondering, this is the potting mix that I use for starting my seeds, for potting up my seeds, for using for tubers, pretty much everything. I used to find these at Menards for the past 4 years, but this year they didn't carry it, at least not in the ones close to me. I have 2, but I don't know if they just stopped carrying them. I am not going to risk trying something else. I have been getting them from Amazon. They're the same price. And the tags that I'm using, these big ones, are from Menards. I love these guys, and I am going to use one of these garden markers for these guys, because when I transplant these guys outside, these are going to be my tags for outside. So the garden markers work really, really well as far as not vanishing.